Hi everyone, I hope you can see me properly because I cannot see the screen. I hope that you're not just seeing half my head or something. I'm supposed to have a photo shoot tomorrow in Kenwood on Hampstead Heath, and it's with somebody I met through Instagram. I mean, I haven't met her yet, met online. There's supposed to be some bluebells left, and there's also a flower garden, so hopefully we'll get some pictures. But about an hour ago, I was not even sure I could make it, and I'm still a little bit, well, I'm totally unprepared for a start. So let me rewind. Well, as you know, I moved on my own, and then I had to clean up this room on my own in a day, and I kind of wish I had done before and afters. There was a lot to do, and then I had to take my mom to the hospital, and I had to sleep on a couch for a few nights. The old me would have collapsed after the first day of packing. So we can all say that I am so much better than I used to be, which is fantastic, wonderful. But there is a limit. I am not the person I used to be before chronic illness. That Raha would have done all this and more and was like Superwoman, which is the reason why I believe my Sjogren's came out and chronic fatigue came with it. I believe it's because I did do too much. Some people can do too much and get away with it, but I think I had Sjogren's in me, and a virus brought it out. But also being the person, a yes person, a people pleaser they call it, I guess, wanting to do everything, also wanting to be independent. Anyway, that's all another story. I wasn't going to get into all this today, so that's all another story. But the point is, the old me before chronic illness could have handled all this fine and carried on doing another million things. The me when I started getting chronic illness and when my Sjogren's was bad and my chronic fatigue was bad, like I say, couldn't have even done one of these things without major repercussions of having to be in bed for weeks or a month at a time. And so the new me is much better, but needs rest, and also could have done with some help with my move and somebody else taking my mom to hospital. This has been a new thing. It wasn't like this before. I used to accompany her to her hospital appointments once a month before I had my first crash with Sjogren's and chronic fatigue. And after that I couldn't, and I stopped taking her anywhere for a year. And then once in a while I would take her. But since her knee, it has become very frequent, and it's too much for me. And I told her this a few weeks ago, and we have both just know that it's temporary, and we will get help for her. All that is fine if I could just have a rest. And what I mean is not her hospital appointment, because that was nothing compared to a move and sleeping on a couch and cleaning up a room that needed a lot of cleaning and clearing and moving objects and all sorts of things. I just needed some rest. I rested for one day. I wanted to rest today, but the first thing was it was my dad's death anniversary. I wish there was another word instead of anniversary for when somebody passes away, because anniversary to me is like a celebration. I just don't get it why they call it. I guess it's a yearly thing, but still, it always sounds weird to me. But anyway, it was his death anniversary today, and also I needed some props for my photo shoot tomorrow. So I had to go out, wanted to go out. I wanted to go and visit his grave, and I also wanted to go and had to go and get these props. I was gonna rest more and go later in the afternoon, but then my daughter messaged me saying she was really ill, and she thought perhaps she had the C word, because I guess you can't say that flu on YouTube for some reason. She was really, really unwell, and she needed 100 things. She hadn't eaten since yesterday lunchtime. She had a temperature. She could feel she had a temperature, but she didn't have a thermometer. But the thing is, I only had enough energy just to do, and I wasn't going to forego going to my dad's or getting my props, because I want to try and keep to things as much as I can. So I went to my dad's grave. I went to a charity shop, and the things I got are in the bag. I haven't taken them out, so I thought I'd share them here. And then I went to the supermarket to get things for my daughter, and I went to the chemist, and I went to hers. And I could feel, even though for a lot of it was buses and stuff, I could just feel, I knew it was too much for me. And I was feeling resentful, not resentful for her, poor thing, or my mom. And so I don't feel resentful for that. I think I just felt a bit resentful that just with life, that why don't I get a break? You know, I've done all this hard work of the move. Why can't I just rest for a few days? It's just the normal things in life, but I think it just gets harder with when you have chronic illness. And for me, it's kind of difficult because I'm not as unwell as I used to be. So it's not like people know, oh, Raha can't do anything. She's going to be in bed. She'll be unwell if she even steps outside, all that kind of stuff. I'm much, much better. So I can do that much more, and I can push myself a bit more. But I have to be really careful not to push myself too much to get back. Now that I'm getting better, you know, I need to slowly gain that strength and just get better and better, you know, and make myself worse and go back. And the last thing I want to do is get that fatigue back in the way that it was. Anyway, I forgot 2 things that were not important, but they would have been a nice treat for my daughter. I got her all the important things plus other things. Handed them, you know, to her door, spoke to her from afar. Then I said to her, I'm going to go and have a rest in a coffee shop, and then I'll go and get you the other couple of things. So I went to Gail's. I can show a clip of that. And I had my chai latte, and I sat there, and I found that my breathing didn't get steady for quite a few minutes. You know, like if you've ran a mile and then you're panting and catching your breath for a minute or something. And I certainly hadn't done anything like that, so it obviously was my fatigue. And then I felt kind of dizzy, lightheaded, unwell. And I messaged her saying, I'm really sorry, I don't think I can go and get the other stuff. I think I need to get a cab. I need to call a cab, where normally I would just walk a little bit, get a bus and walk a little bit, you know, back to my mom's. But I realized I needed a cab to come get me. I needed a car to come get me. I wasn't well. It was about 4 in the afternoon. I realized that I had a huge breakfast before I went out, because I knew that I was not that well, and eating really helps me. But then I realized I hadn't eaten, and I just grabbed something from my bag there and then, and I just ate a little bit while I waited for the cab. Yeah, got home, rested a bit, and it's taken a few hours to feel okay again. But that doesn't mean that I should be going and helping somebody else or doing something else. I should just be resting. I need to be resting for the next 7 days. And it's not good pressure on my body and my health if I do more things. And when I was lying in bed, when I got back feeling awful, I thought, oh my God, I have to cancel this girl. I didn't want to. I'm feeling better, but I'm not great. But I'm gonna do it. And I love taking pictures, so it's be fun for me. But I'm not gonna push myself too much and then come back and do nothing. Yeah, So anyway, sorry if that was really boring. So basically, the pictures are just going to be her and hopefully a field of bluebells, and flowers, and they're going to be quite sort of portrait because I only have one lens right now. And I just thought, let me do something interesting apart from just taking pictures of somebody with flowers, because I do that anyway. I'll show you some pictures now. So I decided it would be nice to get maybe like a Victorian style beautiful floral hand mirror, and maybe a book, and what was the other thing? And I thought maybe a frame. And yeah, so let me show you what I got. So I didn't find a hand mirror. I only went to one charity shop because I knew I had to get to my daughter. And instead, I found an oval mirror, which is great because I've been looking for one of those as well. So, oh, they matched it well. I haven't looked at it since the second that I saw it. Ooh, yeah. So, and then this was the frame. I mean, I was going to buy a frame and take the glass out, and then this was in the middle of them. And I said to them, you know, are you really going to charge somebody for this? But they did for 50p. Yeah. So I'm going to put, so instead of me, flowers, or maybe her, kind of, I don't know what yet. But yeah, I'm happy with what I bought. I think that's it. I'm going to go back into the living room and sit with my mom for a little bit, because I have been spending a lot of time in bed. Yesterday I slept a lot and was in bed most of the day, I think, from what I remember. And today, well, I was out most of the day and then in bed when I got back. Yeah, and I'm going to have an early night, so I'm going to go talk to my mom, and then I'm going to go and actually look at my camera. I haven't seen it since I moved, and clean it and make sure I have enough memory in my card. Oh, I just remembered I need a reflector as well. Oh gosh, I do need to get my act together. I hope you can hear me, and see you soon. Bye. I am so exhausted. Like, I'm just lying here. I have the photo shoot in, I think oh God, is it 2 hours? I better get ready. So yeah, I got up. I slept early, but I woke up a million times. But just, even if I wake up earlier or I get woken up in the middle of the night, I find that whenever I sleep early, I feel more rested. So yeah, I slept earlier, and I had a couple of nightmares and stuff, which happens sometimes when I'm not feeling physically well. And does that happen to you guys? Do you get nightmares when you're feeling really bad physically? Yeah, I got up feeling okay, and then I had to do a couple of things, very simple things, just delete some photos off my memories card, and what else did I have to do? Put a battery in really simple things, and I was shaking after, and I realized that, yeah, I knew that I need to rest today, but unfortunately I kind of messed up with the dates of the photo shoots, and had to bring this photo shoot a few days early. So, oh gosh, yeah. In a moment, I am gonna go and just have a quick kind of clean up and get myself dressed and stuff like that, and just get myself looking presentable, and then put my stuff slowly in my bag, my mirror, which I don't even know. I want to be creative, so I'm taking it to try it, but you never know. Thing is, I'm like, it might not even happen, but I still want to take it just in case I get a good shot with it. So yeah, I will take you along. I don't have a tripod that I thought I would have. The one I have is really short, so I probably won't be able to film me in action, but I can still film a little bit as I'm walking around or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And yeah, so it's Saturday today. Wishing you all, well, by the time this comes out, it will be past Saturday. Not sure when I will be posting, maybe Tuesday. Not sure. But whenever it comes out, I hope that you have had a good weekend and that you've been comfortable and content and not in so much pain or discomfort. And that is my wish for you. Sending you lots of love and healing, and speak to you soon. I'm going to the bus stop to get to Kenwood House. Look at me. Thank you. Oh, gorgeous.